Well, happy Friday, 680's Richard Southern joins us now. Hello, Richard.
Happy Friday, Francis. How you doing?
Richard, I have a beef.
Uh-oh, go on.
You know, I went to fill up my tank yesterday, and I had to do it like a double take at the price of gas. Like, what's going on?
Usually this time of year, we see kind of cheaper prices, right? It's in the spring that we see the elevated prices. Now, not the case. We're paying some of the highest year-end gasoline prices ever here in Toronto. And look at that, the price going up another 2 cents at midnight tonight to $1.21.9. We're actually paying almost 20 cents more a litre today than we were a year ago. So what's going on here? Roger McKnight is the senior petroleum analyst at Enpro. We asked him, why the petrol pain?
Well, the issue is that the oil companies are bound and determined to keep the pump margin within a certain range. In other words, if it gets below their minimum acceptable level, they boost the prices, whereas before they would let it ride. So,
do you mean we're getting gouged? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that the oil companies are protecting their retailers' margin, which is a polite way of saying, yeah, possibly you're right.
Yeah, and another factor is oil, which is close to a 2-year high. So up 2 cents tonight, Francis, and potentially up another cent on Sunday. You're going to have to start taking the bus into the newsroom, I think.
Oh, boy. Now, the Bank of Mom and Dad, also another oh, boy story.
Yeah.
So, new report finds that parents are spending big money supporting their adult children.
Yeah, they sure are. So, NerdWallet looking at this situation, they found that 80% of parents have at one point or another supported their adult kids. 3 in 5 have an adult child living at home. And the cost to parents over the course of their retirement here, the cost in lost savings could be $227,000. So what are parents paying for? Well, let's take a look at this. Groceries topping the list. 56% of parents have said they've shelled out money to their adult kids to take care of the groceries. Tuition, rent, cell phone bill, and car insurance also on the list. Now, before we go and blame the millennials, Francis, there's, of course, a lot at play. You know, the student debt very high. The job market for younger people not so hot. So that's some of the factors leading to this, not to mention real estate, which, of course, is super expensive here in Toronto.
So scratch and win ticket sales are surging, and the Canadian company that prints them is reaping all the benefits.
Yeah, this is interesting. You know, we read often about maybe lotteries not doing so well, but one segment of the lottery market that is hot are these scratch-off tickets. Sales for Canadian scratch-offs are up 4.8% over last year. It's a $2.2 billion market. And these tickets are the fastest growing part of the lottery business. Why is this? Well, it's an impulse buy. You find out whether you won or lost right away. So it sort of satisfies our need for instant gratification. And Pollard Banknote, this is a Winnipeg-based company, Pollard Banknote. They make most of these tickets, and they're reaping the benefits, Francis. Sales have doubled. The stock on Bay Street for this company is up 108% this year. You buy the scratch-offs yourself?
I have. I like them.
Yeah,
you know, it's like a game. It takes a little while, right?
And you have to be careful with it, of course, too. I have no patience for it. I scratch the code and I scan it right away. I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole. I'm terrible like that.
But then there's no fun.
I know. I just want to know right away.
I have to be honest. I know someone who scratched 3 $1 million prizes, but thought they needed 4. And they tossed the ticket.
Playing?
They tossed the ticket. It's a very sore sport. It's a very sore spot, which is why I am not telling you who it is. But
wow.
It wasn't me.
I don't know if I could live with that. That's tough.
No kidding.
I'd be in the garbage can rooting through. I'd be at the dump.
So Star Wars fans here in Toronto may feel like they've won the lottery after this next story you have for us.
Yeah, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you're going to like this. Maybe you'll stand in line with these folks. There's a pop-up Star Wars store open on Queen Street, west right now, Queen near University. It's put on by Disney Canada to promote The Last Jedi, the new Star Wars movie, which opens in a week. It features life-size replicas of the Last Jedi characters, including Kylo Ren. You can actually check out Kylo's lightsaber. It's the actual lightsaber they used in the movie. It's free to get in and look around, but if you want a Last Jedi t-shirt, then I suspect you will. If you're down there, that'll set you back $25. It's open through December 17th, Francis.
And you know what? We got to end the week on some food news, don't we? Because you are all about the food business news. So I don't understand this. Avocados, okay, we know they're coming down in price, but now there are seedless avocados hitting the market?
There are. And the reason that they are sort of taking prevalence now is because of injuries Doctors in emergency rooms have reported a surge in hand injuries related to avocado lovers knifing out the slippery seed from the center. This is true. So these are what we're looking at here, the new seedless cocktail avocados, as they call them. No seed inside, but apparently they taste the same as the full-size ones. You can actually eat the skin as well. A 5-pack, though, costs about double what a full-size avocado does. So there's maybe your next big food trend.
Is that a real thing, or are they genetically modified?
No, they've actually been there. It's a real thing. They've been around since the early 1900s, but just sort of moving into the mainstream now because of the avocado hand injuries that so many millennials are suffering.
Avocado finger or hand. Good to know.
We'll do anything for avocado toast, anything.
Thank you, Richard. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Here's Adrian.